Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. I am one hairy man. In today's video, we are going to be playing as Sonya because she is strength. I was taking a look at HoTs logs, and it seems like the paradigm, I hope I'm using that word correctly, has shifted a little bit for Sonya. A lot of people actually going with the Wrath of the Berserker heroic ability at level 10, which just increases your damage, and I guess you're less susceptible to stuns and stuff, but I didn't know about this shift, so I'm going to show you the build that everyone seems to be running today, and then I'll tell you what I think of it, I guess. I'll probably play it wrong too. Look forward to that.
My blades are yours.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the haunted mines. Look at that. What do you think? What you think of that? What you think of that? Let's help out with this little treasure goblin. Oh, or miss all of my abilities. Okay. At level 1, we're going to be picking up war paint. It doesn't seem like a lot of people are picking up war paint. I want to be clear about that. It seems like the majority of builds are picking up Shot of Fury, which just gives you Fury on your active. You can basically activate your trait, and then it just gives you Fury. But I like self-sustain, and I don't like spinning for it, so we're going to go with War Paint. This is going to allow me to heal whenever we auto-attack, which is good. Good. Our Q ability is Spear of the Ancients. This is a straight line skill shot. If we latch onto a target, we will pull ourselves towards them, deal some damage, and generate a significant amount of Fury. Fury is what we are using to... God damn it, Skype. Really? Can I just stay in D&D, please? Fury is what we are using. Hello, Mike, by the way. Fury is what we are using to cast all of our abilities. For instance, this Spear of the Ancients right here that we just used to dive into the enemy team's base for no real reason generated Fury. Auto-attacking generates Fury. And then we spend Fury on our E ability, or with our W ability. Our W ability is Seismic Slam. It is a targetable ability that does a little bit of splash damage as well as extra damage to the main target. Our E ability is Spin to Win, and as you can see, it heals us for a decent amount. So we're going to be using this as well as our auto attacks for sustain in the laning phase. Previously, Sonya, well, she's a warrior, right? And everyone claims that Sonya is really an assassin at heart. Our Malfurion is still AFK. Still AFK. Everyone claims that she's an assassin at heart, and to an extent, I agree with them. But she does a lot of damage, that being said. I think she could soak up a lot of damage, too. Most of that sustain is going to come in the later game, however. And in the early game, we're really just boosting our ability to jump into a fight and burst someone down very quickly. That being said, as you can see there, we are very susceptible to stuns. I almost got out of there. Can Zeratul finish off that kill? I hope so. Blink in front of him, buddy. Blink in front of him, buddy. He does have a top out of Abathur. Maybe you should not. AFK! Malfurion is still AFK. If an AFK mouth falls in the forest, does it make a sound? I don't know. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to go through a little bit of a crisis here in the next few days. On the 27th... Oh, hello. Hello. Why don't you come back? Okay, maybe I should... No, we should be okay. I mean, we really shouldn't be team fighting down here, but when in Rome, I suppose, we should probably team fight. That seems like something... Oh, I'm dead as shit, aren't I? That seems like something Romans would do. At level 4, we are going to be going with Focused Attack, which is a little weird. We're already starting to deviate from the old plan of Sonya. But as I was saying, I'm going to go through a little bit of a crisis, because... Bot Furion, here we go. Because I'm going out of town on the 27th. Blizzard invited me over to the headquarters for something super secret. I'll let you all come to your own conclusions about what that super secret thing may be. But they have invited me out, and I, of course, accepted, because fucking Blizzard, and that's awesome. Why would you take my Furion away from me when I'm being attacked? I don't understand. Come on, Furion, let's leave! Okay. Furion did not leave. I'm going to go ahead and take middle. That seems like a good idea. We have 45 skulls. That's all we need. So Blizzard invited me out. Of course, I graciously said yes. I'm going to be gone from the 27th to the 30th, which sounds fine, right? I mean, whatever. I've gone on vacations before, or I've taken time off before, and you guys have never noticed. But immediately after that, and I mean like 6 hours after I get home, I will be going on vacation with the girlfriend for like 10 days. 10 days. It's my birthday, and then it's our anniversary, and gonna be taking some time off to enjoy that, which is good. That's healthy. I should be doing that. The only problem with that is the fact that I have to make 25 fucking videos minimum in the next 6 days. Let that sink in for a little bit. The process of making one of these videos is probably a 4-hour endeavor, all things considered. We should not cap it, I didn't tell them though. You can't be too mad at them. If they don't know, they don't know. For the record, you should not cap that siege camp because it'll help you defend against the golem. I should tell them now though. For future reference, or if ERENCE, you shouldn't cap that camp right away. It can be used to defend versus the golem. Hey, look at us being helpful to the community. What a change. We are at level 7, going to go with follow through. Follow through is a pretty interesting pick on Sonya. In the past, in the last patch rather, follow through was buffed. Furion, buddy, come on, come on. What are you doing? Don't die. It was buffed, and now it basically just does more damage than it did before. So we can hit with Whirlwind, auto attack for increased damage. Hit with Spear of the Ancients, auto attack for increased damage. It doesn't have a lot of synergy with Whirlwind. Mostly going to be coming from Seismic Slam and your Q ability. But it is a nice bonus. It is like some noticeable damage output that you didn't really have before. Previously, what Sonya's were doing is they were going with Poison Spear. Poison Spear, very important to land because it was where a lot of your damage output was actually coming from. You would latch onto them and it would deal an additional 75% damage over a few seconds, which is a lot of damage. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of damage. But you were very, 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 very dependent on that skill shot. If you missed that skill shot, you basically missed all of your damage. So this is a little bit more of a reliable way to get damage out that Sonya players didn't really have a chance to utilize before because, quite frankly, the spear was better, even though it was certainly riskier. Zagara is going to be taken down by the enemy team. We're going to dip into the mines real quick and then see how they react. Okay. Yeah, we're going to dip into the mines again. And this time we might actually stay down here. I haven't decided yet. Let's go back this way. I'm not getting out of here, am I? All right. Looks like our Furion player came back right when I needed heals from Furion bot. Welcome back, Furion. I wonder if he had to take a very large number 2. Or if something serious happens. I don't know. He's recalling from right there, though. That's a pretty... I feel like at that point you just gotta walk back. You know what I mean? Whatever. Alright, so we do lose our bottom keep. Dog shit all over the house. Oh, I was kind of right. I was kind of right. At least we have a full team now. We are 2 levels behind the enemy team. I'm not too worried about it. This game, I didn't really expect to win because I'm not a very good Sonya player at all. As I'm sure you could tell already. Never really took the time to learn the character, and she definitely has her own play style. Like I said, she is a warrior, but she plays very differently from all the other warriors. We are just positioned here to try to body block the enemy Azmodan. Really, our team should be focusing him over Alili, just because he's such a big target. He's pretty easy to control. We're not doing that, though, so I guess I'm just going to walk away. No target focus at all. This is another level where things are starting to change a little bit because Sonya's these days appear to be taking Wrath of the Berserker, which, oh my god! Oh, I hope that was Zeratul and not me, because that felt like a ton of fucking damage. Wrath of the Berserker is a damage increase. Oh my god. It is a damage increase. Oh my god, Wrath of the Berserker is a fucking damage increase. And, basically, Sonya's are using that now to focus down the back line of the enemy team. So for instance, kind of the same role as the Butcher right now. You want to focus the enemy team's squishies, their mages. You want to take down their backline before the enemy team really has a chance to use the burst against you. You want to be able to burst them down. So what does Wrath of the Berserker do? Its official description: increases your damage by 40%, reduces the duration of silences, slows, stuns, roots, and polymorphs against you by 50%. It's going to last 15 seconds, but we are going to be increasing the duration by 1 second for every 10 fury that we generate. So if we're in combat, it is going to last a significant amount of time. It looks like the enemy team has taken over the middle bruisers. Let's go ahead and make our way over here. We shouldn't waste time with that. Honestly, we should pick this up right away. This is more important than getting a kill on Lily, because our defenses are already going to be pretty taxed from this golem. So we want all the help we can get, basically. So let's spend all of my fury. People in the past have said that I don't use Seismic Slam enough, and I agree with you. I don't use Seismic Slam enough. Alright, we'll latch in here, start slamming. It's important to auto-attack after all of your slams, but the slam has such a long cooldown that you're basically just going to be doing that naturally anyway. It's not, like, you don't really have to adjust your play for it. It just is going to kind of happen. You're going to get that follow-through damage just naturally. You don't have to really adjust your play style for it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We did deal with that golem very quickly. Let us go ahead, and we are going to be picking up the Mystical Spear. This is what we are using. From what I understand, we're mostly using it for escapes. Previously, Sonya players would have to rely on their Heroic Leap to get out of confrontations. And initiate confrontations. It was hard. It was really hard to find that balance. We are going to be jumping in here. Wrath of the activated. The new name, everyone knows. I don't think we're going to do too much here, though. I think... Whoa, missed my spear there. Totally out of fury. I can't really jump in on their backline there. Furion, unfortunately, I think is going to be caught out. I walked back in to try to help. I think I regret that decision. We're going to dip down to the mines again and hopefully get away. We could theoretically re-engage, but I think I'm just going to play it safe and I'm going to dip out of here. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, our Siege Giants are doing some work right now. We did only trade 1 for 1 there, I think. We killed their Lily, they killed our Zagara, and our team did a great job of disengaging from that. So it wasn't looking too favorable for us, so we backed out. That's exactly what you want to do. No reason to sit in a losing team fight just because it's a team fight. That's what I never say, but should always say. This is when I need, like, that sparkle coming off in my teeth. Yeah. Alright, let's head up top, see if we can do anything. Our Zeratul picking away at the enemy Muradin. We do have all of our cooldowns. I mean, we could hop in here. I don't feel like it's the best idea in the world. The mines are going to be opening up in just a few moments, 20-something seconds. Let's dip into the mines. Is the team going to follow us? No, but the enemy team is. Hello, Lily. Oh my god, that damage increase is so noticeable. That is so noticeable. Oh my god. Ugh, I was not able to leave the mines. The Void Prison is going to go down, but unfortunately, Zeratul has already taken too much damage, and he is going to die. What started out as a surprise gank in the mines has turned into a favorable encounter for the enemy team. Not too sure why. We should have had every advantage there. Absolutely every advantage. Looks like they are chasing after our friendly Zagara. She is going to be taken down. Oh, a beautiful Maul actually going to save her there. Very good Maul. Very good Maul. Murky clearing 2 minions. Alright. We are going to... You know what wouldn't be a terrible idea right now is stealing their mercs. It's not a great idea. It's just not a terrible one. The friendly team is starting to regroup. We can make our way back in there. Zagara is saying try not to do that again. Look at the map. I was looking at the map, which is why I did that. But let's ignore that. Let's ignore that for the time being. Let's go ahead and collect some of these. Sonya really is great on this map. And on the... Okay, here we go. Wrath of the Berserker. Trying to deal some damage. We are going to have to spin in order to get some health back. Furion now on the scene is going to be able to heal us up with that Tranquility. Let's go ahead and take out that Water Elemental. We are going to be going for Nerves of Steel at level 16. Essentially, throughout the course of the game, we've been working on upping our offensive capabilities. And now that we've hit the late game, we are going to be focusing on our defensive capabilities. We are going to be getting Hardened Shield at level 20, and we do have Nerves of Steel at level 16. So basically, whenever we go into a fight, we pop this huge damage increase that we get from Wrath of the Berserker, which only has a 45-second cooldown, by the way. I really should be using that a lot more. You pop that instantly, you get a ton more damage out. We need to take this. We should be taking this. This is more important than Bruisers all day, every day. I did pop Wrath of the Berserker for this, just so we could kill it a little bit faster. Yeah, I think spin is way too much of a DPS loss. I need to stop doing it. Alright. These mercenaries are going to head up top and help defend. I am making my way middle. Amal is going to lock Muradin out, and the friendly team going to take over that Bruiser camp. Here we go. I'm engaging. I'm jumping right in. We are going to hit Azmodan with that Spear of the Ancients. He's now trying to death laser me. I am Sonya, though, and I am strength. You will not take me down with your spaghetti. All right. Muradin is going to be caught in a void prison. We're just going to position ourselves on the other side of this void prison. We were getting ready for that jump. Unfortunately, he does land a really good stun. Unfortunately for him, it is not going to be enough, as Zeratul does take his... Oh! Get this flag! Oh, shit. I went too deep. Too deep. I went too deep. Thank you, Furion. Thank you, Furion. You're pretty, and I love you. Ooh, I'm sorry, team. I tunnel visioned a little bit there. I got excited. I got ahead of me. So those mercenaries didn't stick to the boss this time. We are going to stun Lily, interrupting that jug of 1,000 fuck yous. And now our time has come. We will kill the slug. Yes, I have so many more videos to record today. I cannot be yelling like that. I will lose my voice like crazy. We are going to have to disengage with the Spear of the Ancients. I don't know if it's going to be enough. We are going to have Wrath of the Berserker here again in just a moment. So theoretically, we could re-engage and start to heal for a lot. In fact, I'm going to do that. On top of Jaina, we are going to burst her down with the help of our Zeratul. She is sitting in that ice block, so she was mitigating a lot of damage there. Muradin now engaging. Wow, we turned that around. Holy crap. Damn, this build does a ton of damage. Back when Sonya was seen as a not so preferable character, our friend of the show, Trixler, used to play a lot of Sonya, and he described the method of which you had to play as guerrilla tactics. So you would hop in, deal a ton of damage to a target that didn't expect it, and then dip out. And that's really exactly what we did right there. We just performed some guerrilla ganks on the enemy team. And they didn't really see it coming. If we take a look at the numbers, we're actually #1 on hero damage with this build. And we've also soaked up more damage than the enemy team's Muradin with that almost 50,000 to his 40,000. Our 50,000 to his 40,000. I thought his was 35. That's a little bit more. It's a little bit more significant. We've hit a little bit of a lull in the match as not too many objectives going on right now. We are going to take down the enemy team's Lily. Our Zeratul responding great to all of our initiation. We are going to be picking up Ignore Pain at level 20. I called this Hardened Shield. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. Mistakes were made. This is going to reduce the damage that we take by 75%. For 4 seconds. So let's go ahead, Wrath of the Berserker. We are going to pop all of our defensive cooldowns and engage here. We are hitting the enemy team's Azmodan, trying to deal as much damage as possible. We are in the Tranquility. We were getting absolutely focused, though. Not Malfurion's fault at all. He did hit us with all of the heals that he could muster, but we were taken down. But look at those Banelings! They didn't even connect, but they would have, and that would have been a kill. Zeratul over here stealing Zagara's Thunder. Okay, apparently I didn't pop Ignore Pain. I guess they have a little bit of a global cooldown. I definitely hit 1 and then 2 on my keyboard right as I initiated. And it looks like only the shield, the Nerves of Steel, it looks like only that activated. So we may need to keep that in mind. Okay. Lesson learned. We are going to be respawning in 20 seconds, but the friendly team down in the mines doing work. They are going for those large camps first, which is exactly what you want to do. Murky at the top of the mines is going to be in danger as the enemy team is entering right now. I'm sure he knows that, though. They were very apparent on the map. Looks like they no, they just entered. I was going to say, it looks like they might actually be going for middle mercenaries. Zagara is throwing down those roaches, dealing damage to the enemy team there. Do we see the Locust? I think, yeah. We scared little Abathur back into his little Abathur base. That's unfortunate. That's always more fun when you have a backdoor Abathur and you can, like, hunt him down. The enemy team still does not have their heroics. We have a pretty decisive lead here, and this is going to be 100 skulls if we are able to muster it. I totally get this build. On paper, I was really confused. Essentially, the only complexity to it is knowing when to initiate with your Q and knowing when to fall back with your Q and use it as an escape. That's really the only complexity. That's about it. I mean, everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You pop your ult, you do more damage. With Warpaint, you heal for more. With it makes so much sense now that I've actually played it. I was looking at this on HoTs logs and I was like, wouldn't you just die all the time? But you're actually healing for a significant amount when you're going in with Wrath of the Berserker and Warpaint. Now that being said, most people are using Shot of Fury, I guess for more damage burst. Let me answer this guy. And it looks like this is gonna be game over. Looks like this is gonna be game over. Jaina could try to burst this down. I think I'm using Whirlwind too much. I really do. I feel like Whirlwind is a complete waste of my time with this build. It just feels like everything else I do is a lot more effective than that Whirlwind. But that was a good game. Went better than I thought. Zagara topping out on damage with that 50,000 right there at the end. But I felt like I had a decent amount of survivability when I remembered to pop my cooldowns. Wish I didn't actually get too much of a chance to use. Yeah, that felt good. I liked it. So I hope this was insightful. I hope you guys learned something today. Once again, the talents. We got Warpaint at level 1 for the heals on our auto attacks. Focused attack to increase our auto attack damage. Follow through to increase our auto attack damage after casting a spell. Really, really good synergy with your W ability here because you can cast it so much. Wrath of the Berserker to increase our auto attack damage. Really our damage dealt in general by 40%. Really, really good. And of course it does equate to more healing because we're dealing more damage. Because it's 30% of the damage dealt, and then we're increasing that damage by 40%, plus 75%, plus 40%. It's really, really, really high. Really high. Mystical Spear, so we can actually have an escape. There might be an alternative if you wanted to go all in. I wouldn't recommend it. Nerves of Steel at level 16 for defensive cooldowns, and Ignore Pain at level 20 for defensive cooldowns. So, if you wanted to get Aftershock, you would get more damage. Using Seismic Slam reduces its fury cost by 50% for 2 seconds. So essentially you could go in, spam that a ton more, get more procs of your follow through off with your auto attacks. The only problem is that that's only going to work in perfect scenarios. Maybe if you have an Arthas on your team who can keep people still for a long time. People are going to be running away from you. That's just the reality of the situation. So you have to be able to chase after them. So I really do think the spear is a necessity if you're not going to be going for leap at level 10. But that's it for me today, guys. This was pretty insightful. I learned a lot. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. I have 24 more videos to make. Gotta get busy. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time.